Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I recreated that one girl's passport makeup because I have to go get my driver's license picture retaken. I wanted to look fire. So if you want to see how we got here to this flawless makeup, please keep on watching. I'm gonna try and recreate that one girl's passport makeup because that was so bomb and she looked so good in all the pictures. I think that was literally back in like 2022 or something, but it lives in my head rent-free still to this day. So I want to look fire in my driver's license picture. So we're going to implement some of her techniques. I don't think I have a ton of the same products that she used, but same idea. Moisturizing, glowy, hard contour, huge emphasis on the contour, which is not normally what I do. She also wore a lot of full coverage makeup. That's also not me. I'm pretty sure I have the same foundation she used. I want to look snatched, but I also want to look like me because I drive around like this, right? Next time I get pulled over, the cop is gonna be like, lady, you look so snatched in this picture. No ticket for you. I already went in with the Pharmacy Honey Milk Hydrating Essence and the Pharmacy Honey Halo Moisturizer. These are my absolute favorite moisturizing product. My favorite face moisturizer. And I put those on to do like a little gua sha massage. Add a little bit more slip. So I kind of rubbed all of it off. So we're gonna put a little bit more on. The girl was like really emphasizing moisturized skin. But I feel like if your face is too glowy and like oily in the picture, it just looks like you were like sweating. She used some, I can't remember already, but I'm gonna use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I have had this for a couple years now and not really used it. I just shook it up a little bit, but oh, that's a shade. I'm gonna use this IT Cosmetics brush. That is really yellowy. Pretty sure I went into the store to get this like matched to my face. What was the lady thinking? Because then I ended up wanting to return it, but I brought it back to the Sephora too late. Apparently Sephora and Ulta do not have the same return policies, which like, duh. This is really yellowy. I'm gonna look like a freak in my picture. I tried to really blend that in. Like I'm literally going over my ears a little bit. Here's the skin so far. It's like really pretty, but no, like it is really pretty, but I forgot my little guy. I have a little bit left on the back of my hand, so I'm just gonna kind of go in with the beauty blender. It wasn't my favorite. I've not seen myself wear this much coverage in a while. I completely forgot primer, but if I had Youngblood Mineral Cosmetics Mineral Primer, this stuff has a great slip to it. This is my bathroom obviously, but on the other side of the wall is my neighbor's kitchen and I always feel like they can hear me and I hate that. I don't know if that concealer is light enough for this look. She went for like really stark contrast. I might need something lighter to brighten it up. Why are my eyes still so puffy? I literally did like a gua sha routine, like facial massage. One of her main strategies was a lot of contour. Kind of warm it up a little bit. That's gonna spread a lot of germs. Her whole thing was that this look needs to really like exaggerate, drag the face up. So we're gonna use some cream contour to try and get that. Just dragging out my eyes to a more lifted look. She did her brows before her foundation. She used kind of a gel to really get them to stick up and out. This makeup routine is calling for so many things that I haven't done in a long time, like laminated brows. Back to contour. She did some around the chin to really like sharpen it into a point. That's why I like this brush for contour, because you can do like little details and then blend it out. Really connecting the brow bone to the nose contour. She did quite a bit underneath to make it look a little bit more upturned. Know where to draw the contour. Now, this is not a super contoury shade, but with as yellow as my foundation is, it's honestly not that bad. I did quite a bit on the brow bone, again with that lifting. I'm gonna do a little bit of a lighter concealer in certain points to brighten, and then do a tiny bit of cleanup under here. And then obviously into here to brighten up the under eyes. Contour on. This is without. So I'm just gonna follow this line, kind of this natural contour. And just the lightest little. She did not lean very far into blush, and where she did put it was just a tiny bit out here. See that placement really just... I feel kind of silly when I say I'm not a makeup artist, but I've worked in the modeling industry for so long that it's just like you pick up these tips. I absolutely am despising how my under eyes look right now, so that's cool. I was trying to lighten up that like shadow underneath, but it's clearly just like not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to smile a little bit more than I was planning on. I was trying to do like the, I don't know. In the picture, she's like looking down a little bit, but I can't do that. Otherwise, you'll see every ounce of my eye bags. God damn it. This is a super neutral blush. Not gonna take too much away from the contour. It's just gonna set some of this cream product while adding a little bit more color to the face. I love this blush. It's from Colourpop. It's part of their High School Musical collection, which they did a couple years ago, and I have just held onto this blush for dear life. See, she didn't add this much blush, but I feel like my face needs a little bit more. Her look involved a little bit more of like carving out the brows, and I never do that, but I'm feeling like my face is not looking quite as lifted as hers was. I'm wondering if going in with a little bit of tinted brow gel to add some color back to my brows. They were looking a little powdery. I haven't even set anything like with actual setting powder, but I feel like my face, like everything really dried down to a nice set, so I'm just gonna do the tiniest little bit of powder just to prevent any creasing, which like who gives a shit about the creasing? Look at my eye bags. A little bit on the mustache, show my mustache sweat, a little bit on the forehead, and then we're gonna add back in a little bit of intentional shine to the face to manipulate where the light is hitting. Like that looks better. Go with the high points. Like I like to add shine in the inner corners to focus the eyes there versus the eye bags. And then lip, this has to be pretty neutral. One of my favorite lip liners is actually a Kylie Cosmetics liner. Does she still make these? Like, does she still have a makeup brand? This is Bare, by the way. And it's like exactly the color that I was going for. So ooh. This is also Youngblood Cosmetics, shade Deja Vu, and it's very pretty. Cute. Okay, I don't usually add eyeliner, and I'm a little bit worried, but just to like lift the face a little bit more. That's the problem with these felt tips. Yeah, let the girl with the shaky hands do eyeliner. The mascara went a little wayward from me. Did not go as planned. There we go. This is just not how I like my mascara to look, all like chunky like this, so. Milani Make It Last is my favorite setting spray. Well, it's so wet, I'm gonna pat. Patting into the skin, I've noticed, gives it less of like a cakey look, flattens down your baby hairs. I'm gonna need a little bit more bronzer just to finish off. Going over those contour points. And then off to the Secretary of State I go. Gonna throw on. My eyelashes look like ass, bro. Oh, that's better. That's cute. How should I take it? Like behind both ears? You guys weren't gonna tell me that there's literal just smoothie in my teeth? Nobody wanted to say anything. Okay. Well, let me chug my smoothie before I brush my teeth. Here's a close-up of the makeup. It is a little bit cakey. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad in person. Okay. Okay, this is obviously a different camera, the front camera, but here is the makeup in front of natural light where everything looks better. It's a lot more makeup than I usually wear on a daily basis, so it's kind of funny to see. I look really pretty. I think I look really good. My eye bags are a little bit extra today, but hopefully the picture turns out nice. I can't tell if it's too much bronzer or like not enough. I feel like my lashes could look better not having a great lash day, but it was actually really fun and reminded me how much I like doing my makeup. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I love that so much. I am a autistic ex-model. I post content surrounding fashion, beauty, makeup, skincare. I'm trying to post weekly now, so we'll get some more content up for you. But like and subscribe. I love you so much. If you have any other makeup ideas, leave them down in the comments. What do you think? Would you try the passport makeup? Do you think it looks good, or do you think it's like too much? I got my ID back in the mail. There are some problems. I'm editing the video. Look at my freaking ears, bro. My freaking ears. It's like all cute, except my ears are the size of Dumbos. I feel like instead of slay, I look like kind of goofy. But she was like hyping me up because you get 2 shots. And she took my first picture and she was like, oh, you get a second one, but I don't think you need it. I think this looks great. I think it's a really pretty smile. And I was like, damn straight. And anyway, thanks for watching. Love you so much. I low-key feel like I'm gonna get pulled over, because like low-key if I get pulled over anytime soon, I never drive with makeup, so they're gonna be like, who's this baddie in the pic? License and registration? Girl, you stole this car?